In the beginning there was darkness, and there was chaos. And then he appeared, the one who did not say a word but did a deed, the one who did not conjure the world but forged it with his own hands. We know Zeus, Odin, and Thor, but in the shadows of history stands a figure much older and perhaps more powerful. Svarog, blacksmith god, father of heavenly fire, demiurge who taught people marriage, agriculture, and ironworking. But do we really know what he looked like? Why is his name associated with Sanskrit and the Indian Vedas? And where did his cult disappear to? To understand the essence of the god, you need to look at the root of his name. And here the most interesting thing begins. Most researchers agree that Svarog is not just a set of sounds. Linguists associate this theonym with the Sanskrit root svar, meaning light, sky, sun. This is also where the word Svarga comes from, the heavenly paradise in Vedic culture. This means that Svarog is not a simple blacksmith. He is the god of light. He is the very sky that generates fire. But there is another version. The Proto-Slavic word svariti did not mean to quarrel in the modern sense, but to forge, to create something in fire, to weld. That is, Svarog is the one who connects the incompatible. He transforms matter. He takes a cold, dead piece of ore and, with the help of fire and will, makes it into an instrument of life, a plow, or an instrument of death, a sword. Surprisingly, there are critically few written references to the main creator god. The main source is an insert in the Tale of Bygone Years, under the year 1114. The chronicler, translating the Byzantine Chronicle of John Malala, does something unique. He replaces the Greek god blacksmith Hephaestus with a name understandable to the Slavs, Svarog. The text says, "And during his reign, mites fell from the sky, and weapons began to be forged, because before that they fought with sticks and stones." Svarog appears here as a cultural hero. He brought technology, and he also established the law. The chronicle says that Svarog ordered one man to have one wife. He is the creator of the monogamous family. He forged the first wedding ring. Thus, Svarog is not just the element of fire. It is the logos. It is the order that defeats chaos. We don't have portraits of him during his lifetime, but based on ethnography and the logic of myth, we can recreate his image. This is not a decrepit grandfather. This is mighty old age. Imagine the physique of a powerlifter, not a bodybuilder. Massive muscles covered with a layer of functional flesh. Skin like the bark of an old oak, scorched by the millennial heat of a furnace. His eyes, they should not be simply human. They reflect the fire of heaven. This is the gaze of a master who looks at a red-hot workpiece, at our world. The main attribute is the hammer. It strikes the alatar stone. Legends say that each spark carved by this blow becomes a new star or a human soul. The greatest folklore monument of the Svarog cult is the legend of the origin of the serpent ramparts, a system of giant earthen fortifications south of Kiev. The legend tells of a giant serpent who terrorized the land, demanding human sacrifices. The divine blacksmiths, in later versions, Saints Kuzma and Demyan or the hero Kirill Kozumyaka, oppose him. When the snake came to the forge to eat the blacksmiths, they tricked him into sticking his tongue through the door, or wall. The blacksmiths grabbed the tongue with red-hot tongs and harnessed the snake to a giant plow. Chasing the serpent, they plowed a giant furrow across the land, from the Dnieper to the sea or around Kiev. The exhausted serpent fell to the river to drink, and drank until he burst. From his entrails came reptiles, and the furrow turned into banks and streams of rivers. We tried to recreate the image of Svarog with the help of modern artificial intelligence, using all the collected historical data. Here's what we came up with. This is not just a picture. This is an attempt to look into the eyes of our ancestors. Svarog teaches us that creativity is hard work, that light is born from effort,